Vale. Aquí tengo un tío para hablar y ahí hay otro. Bueno, antes de... voy a investigar esto bien. Antes de nada. Parece que por aquí... Vale, hay una puerta. Vale, vale. Bueno, voy a hacer una cosa, que me queda poca vida. Ah, si no puedo salir, no me dejan salir. Se supone que me regenera un poco la vida. Vale. Vale, voy a hacer otra de lo de la curación. A dormir. Me da que la entrada es esa. Así que nada, antes de continuar, voy a hablar con esos que habían en la puerta y eso. Vale. Pero vamos, antes de hacerlo quiero mirar una cosa del inventario. Esto, no sé si es una espada. Mi esto se supone que es bueno con las espadas. Pero si eso no es una espada, es que es una especie de florete. Y eso, quiero mirarlo. Sí, se supone que... armas cortantes. Sí, se supone que... vale. Vale, voy a guardar ahora. Antes de ponerme a hablar con esa gente.
Tell me, I saw you in the hands of the gold cloaks earlier. You are a servant of Gawain, are you not?
Leave me be. I've done nothing wrong. I'm no one. I know nothing.
Tengo que tranquilizarlo de saber dónde está Gawain.
Calm down. I am not with them. I mean you no harm.
No harm? That's what they told Janna as well, while they dragged us outside. Poor Janna. She may have been a poxy bitch who was always haranguing me about my heavy drinking, but she didn't deserve what she
Qué
got.
romántico.
In the mother's name, she didn't deserve what she got. When Master Gawain sees the misfortune that has befallen his poor household, he will not be happy. He'll be enraged, more like.
About that, I am Alistair Sarwick, his brother. I am here to find him. Tell me what has happened here.
Oh, in the Father's name, for me, Master Gawain's brother. 1,000 pardons, my lord. I didn't know. My name is Hub, your brother's groom. With all due respect, he did not discuss family often. If truth be told, he never mentioned having a brother.
No me sorprende, se entromete en asuntos que no le conciernen, vale.
How could it be otherwise? Gawain was not but a child when I left Riverspring.
How so?
I won't dally on this matter any longer, groom, but note that I am here to help. Please tell me what happened.
The City Watch entered the home by force and demanded to speak with the Master, but they did not find him. It had been a long time since we'd seen him here anyway. He sometimes sent us instructions. We received a letter not long ago. The steward Lambert kept it. He knew how to read, he did. That's actually why they took him away. He knew a bit more than the others. The mother take pity on him.
Debo leer esa carta imperativamente. Gawain ya debería haber llegado a desembarco del rey. Tengo que entrar en la casa. Vale.
That seems important. Did the steward mention the letter's contents?
Aye, he said that Lord Gawain was headed to King's Landing and that we had to prepare for his arrival. But judging from the face he made, there was something else written, and not good tidings.
Do you know what has happened to the letter?
The gold cloaks ransacked the house. It must be lost somewhere in the jumble. I must also warn you that a woman's letter arrived the other day. Perfumed and all. Lambert made that one disappear right quickly. He said it was Master Gawain's private affairs, and that it wasn't to be gossiped about.
What did he do with it?
Lambert hid all important documents in a special hiding place. It's in his room, upstairs.
Interesting. With a little luck, the watch won't have found it. I need those letters.
Did you see the gold cloaks at the door, my lord? It's dangerous.
¿Tengo más preguntas sobre Gawain?
Gawain had quite a head start on me. He should have arrived in King's Landing long ago. You say he never came here?
No, my lord, and he did well not to. The men of the City Watch keep coming to ask questions about him. They told us that Lord Gawain was a criminal. They even promised a pile of gold for his head. Since then, all of King's Landing's wretches have spread the word. Yesterday, 3 of them even tried to beat me into telling them where he was. Lambert wouldn't let me leave the house after that. And today, the gold cloaks arrived as if they knew the master had returned. But they're wrong. No one here has seen him.
I have to go and look inside. The men of the watch guard the entrance. Do you know another way in?
Perhaps. The service trapdoor leading to the cellar behind the house. Would that do?
Are the men of the City Watch not watching it?
I have no idea. But it's Gawain they were interested in, not the house itself.
Let us go. Show me the way.
Very well. But let us pick up the pace. I have no desire to remain here. Watch out, my lord.
Vale, pero antes de hablar con el tío, de seguir al tío ese, imagino que quiere llevarme a donde me han atacado. Voy a hablar con esta gente.
The masses are fickle, are they not? Just a moment ago, they all cried out against the traitors, wanting a share of their blood. The woman dies, and they turn away, horrified, suddenly pious. If you want my opinion, this is a perfect example of human hypocrisy.
That woman was guilty of nothing. The people don't like it when some soldier gets away with killing an innocent in broad daylight. It might very well be their turn tomorrow. Whether or not they deserve it, they won't be able to do a thing to stop it. It is not a pleasant notion.
An interesting idea, my lord. I think, though, that they'll quickly try to forget this incident. In a week or in a month, they'll come enjoy the next execution with the same eagerness. And here I am, wagging my tongue. I've already kept you too long, my lord. May the seven guard you.
Vale, este imagino que me dirá que no me deje entrar.
Where do you think you're going? Access to this house is forbidden.
Calm down, soldier. This is my family home. I have every right to enter here.
My orders are strict. No one can enter this house. Now go on your way. Where do you think you're going? Access to this house.
Calm down.
My orders are
Vale,
strict.
lo mismo de antes. Que no me deja pasar. Y la tía esta la dejan aquí tirada. Vale. Bueno, pues ahora sí voy a seguir al tipo este que eso, que imagino que me llevará a donde me han atacado. Que ha sido aquí, de hecho.
Here we are. Do you see the trapdoor over there? It leads into the cellar. Practical and discreet. I've used it many a time coming home from the tavern.
And not a guard in sight. Perfect. I'll take it over from here.
Once you're down there, climb to the ground floor. Careful, the cellar is somewhat badly lit. Lambert hid his papers in his quarters, in a small recess behind an old shield. The woman's letter should be there. As for the other, well, now, I don't know what to tell you. Check all the rooms. It must be somewhere.
I'll find it. Not to worry.
May the seven be with you, Lord.
Vale. Busca las dos cartas que mencionó Hope. Aquí no hay nada. Ah, voy a guardar, por cierto. Aquí hay algo. Monedas. Y no parece ya nada más. Una carta de Gawain, vale, esta es una de las cartas. Una nota robada por su atribulado viaje con la firma de Gawain. Vileal Lambert. La casa de Starwick está de luto. Mi padre señor ha muerto y me han acusado de asesinarlo. Todo forma parte de un plan para impedirme acceder a mi legítima herencia. Viajo a toda prisa hacia el desembarco del rey. Debo ver al rey Robert para hacer valer mis derechos y poner fin a estos malvados rumores sobre mí. Asegúrate de que todo esté listo para mi llegada. Gawain Serwick. Vale, pues esa es una de las cartas.
No, this door opens onto the square. Not exactly a discreet exit. No, this door opens onto the square. Not exactly a discreet exit.
Y la otra se supone que está detrás de un escudo en esta planta.
Our manse was ransacked. The City Watch really had a field day.
Monedas. Imagino que estará aquí. Ese es el escudo, sí, debe estar ahí detrás. Y nada, como no parece que no hay nada más. Mi dulce Gawain, la señora Chataya dice que últimamente siempre estoy gruñona cuando me trae nuevos clientes. Como no estarlo cuando el sonido de tu cálida risa aún resuena en mi alcoba. Tu leal Lambert me hizo creer que pronto volverías a Desembarco del Rey. Será el momento perfecto para terminar la partida de Ciebas, que aún está en mi mesa. ¿Aún recuerdas las apuestas que hicimos? Tuya Falena, que aún te ansía.
I see. It would appear that my little brother developed an infatuation for one of Shataya's whores. I must pay her a visit. This Falena might know where to find Gawain.
Vale, se imagino que es el burdel. Qué bien.
Unbelievable. We have guards at every entry point, but there's always a rat who manages to crawl in. Come on, men. There's vermin to get rid of here.
Vale. Primero voy a encargarme de los que tienen poca armadura. ¿Qué armadura tiene ese? Media, vale. Sí, pesada. Pues voy a cargarme a estos. Voy a hacer una cosilla. Voy a recuperar un poco de vida. Vaya. Vale. Vale, uno ya está. Bueno, yo ahora voy a recuperar algo de vida. Y para eso me alejo un poquito. Entonces me va subiendo un poco lo que es la vida. Vale. Coño, muérete. Vale, ya solo queda este pringao. Vale, me voy a curar un poquillo. Me alejo un poco para que me suba la vida y ahora me lo cargo. Vale. Pregúntale a Farina que sabe de tu hermano, la encontrás en el borde de Chatalla, vale. Y eso es donde... Eso, en el que he estado... Que he visto antes. Ese antro de maldad hedionda.
No, this door opens onto the square. Not exactly a discreet exit.
Ha sido una salida discreta, pues por donde he entrado, ¿no? Se supone. Y no había nada más. Vale. Creo que es por aquí. Sí, estoy delante. Aunque antes voy a mirar esta zona de aquí. Si puedo. Por aquí no puedo pasar, ¿no? Vale, es esto de aquí. Que solo le faltan las luces de neón. Para dar más elegante.
Now here's a visitor who brings back pleasant memories. Is that really you, Sir Alistair?
It has been a long time, Shataya.
It has been years since you honored us with your presence. It's been so
O sea que este también es un putero.
I lost interest in houses of pleasure.
You weren't wrong about that. My eyes have been opened to the light of Relore, and I took up the red robes of priesthood.
The gods gave us voices with which to sing their praises, hands to build their temples, and desire to honor them through our lovemaking.
You haven't changed, Shataya, but I have.
Excellent. If there's anything I can do to lighten your worries, it would be my pleasure. Just ask.
Falena debe trabajar aquí. Lo recordaré. Falena debe trabajar aquí.
I'm looking for a certain Falena. Is she one of the girls in this house?
Falena is one of my most enchanting girls, and she is well educated. She will be just impertinent enough to please you, my dear. I'm surprised that you know her.
I learned that she was, rather close to my brother.
Of course. I should have known. Gawain very much enjoyed Falena's attentions. Would you care to spend some time in her pleasant company?
It would be a pleasure.
Do go upstairs. Her room is at the end of the corridor on the left. She has been rather sad as of late. Perhaps you will succeed in comforting her.
I'll see what I can do.
Yes, Sir Alistair? Is there anything else you want of me?
Not for the time being. I must leave you, Shataya.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. Please come back when you are less preoccupied.
Vale, no me cuenta nada nuevo. Yo que estaba en el piso de arriba, ¿no?
Many pardons, my lord, but are you not Sir Alistair Sarwick? I heard tell that you had returned to the Seven Kingdoms.
Indeed. You appear to know much about me. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I realize that my impromptu intervention might have startled you, my lord, but pray, do not take umbrage. The return of a war hero could not help but attract my attention, particularly when his return proves to be so ostentatious.
I won no honors in the war, just scars. But you have yet to introduce yourself.
Your modesty does you honor, my lord. You forged quite a name for yourself fighting for King Robert in his rebellion. Excuse my rudeness. I've not yet told you my name. I am Lord Varys, and I hope you will count.
Es el eunuco gordo ese de la serie.
We never crossed paths 15 years ago, but perhaps you've heard of me?
Aquí parece más joven. Lo que me ha recordado, cuando lo he visto me ha recordado ese. Era un importante espía del otro bando, hagamos como que no sé nada. Nuestros caminos nunca se cruzaron hace 15 años, pero quizá hayáis oído hablar de mí, vale. Haré como que no sé nada. Bueno, es que no sé, de este tío no me fío un pelo. Pero cuando les das palique suelen contar más cosas. Bueno, haré como que no sé nada.
Lord Varys, pardon me, but you scarcely look like a lord dressed thus. Besides, your name does not sound familiar.
One in my position is often gratified to go unrecognized. The disguise you see before you has been of great help to me. At the time of Robert Baratheon's rebellion, I was Master of Whispers to King Aerys Targaryen. It was my duty to keep an eye on the rising leaders within the rebel faction. That is how you attracted my attention.
Indeed. I remember now. We rebels called you the Spider. Some of our lords were wary of you. You made some enemies along the way.
Alas, the people of the Seven Kingdoms have little affection for eunuchs. All of those noble knights and grand lords are loath to risk their reputations with informers and spies. But in the Game of Thrones, information is power. Those who most despise us are often the first to benefit from our whispers.
Si ese eunuco no está aquí por casualidad, ¿cómo se vio al final de la guerra?
Please pardon my curiosity, Lord Varys, but I find it surprising to see a person of your ilk frequenting houses of ill repute.
Well, there are 1,000 little nothings to be learned in this sort of establishment. Whores make men talkative, you understand. And since King Robert was kind enough to keep me in my position, I have much to do here.
Esta chichera tengo otros asuntos que entender. Debe haber venido para verme.
It would really surprise me if our meeting were purely chance.
Indeed, but my intentions are good. I wanted to discuss the Baratheon rebellion.
Hablemos sobre la rebelión, son recuerdos dolorosos, ya basta, no quiero hablar del pasado. Vale.
Why not? There is one question that I have never been able to be free of. Do you believe that the rebellion was a good thing, after all is said and done? Is King Baratheon a better king than Targaryen?
Old King Aerys was mad, my lord. Mad and cruel. That no one can deny. His habit of burning the great people of the kingdom alive could only bring him to ruin. After that, any idiot could have passed for a good king. As for His Majesty Robert, his subjects loved him. Of that I have little doubt. But he pays little heed to matters of the realm and remains blind to the enemies around him. I fear that a new storm brews on the horizon. Does that knowledge make you regret your part in the rebellion?
Obedecía sus órdenes, era lo correcto.
Some good came of it all the same. I find comfort in telling myself that all was not done in vain.
You were just one young knight amongst hundreds of others, and Tywin Lannister was always a demanding master. He dragged you into that war and you carried out your duty as a bannerman.
At the time, Lord Tywin wanted a foot in each camp. When he ordered us to fight for Robert, I chose to follow his orders, yes.
Why such bitterness, my friend? You fought valiantly, and, more importantly, you were on the winning side. You could have brought renown, fortune, and glory to your house, if you had so wished. And yet, when the time came to reap the benefits of your efforts, you turned away and left Westeros. I admit that I do not understand why.
Vale, la guerra terminó mal. Me niego a hablar de eso.
The rebellion was not nearly as noble as it is portrayed in the tales and songs. You yourself know that. It is one thing to face an armed enemy. It is quite another to attack those who are already vanquished. Let us say that the last orders that I received left a bad taste in my mouth. I prefer to go. I did not want glory won in that manner.
It was a courageous decision, sir. It is often easy to forget that it is our choice whether or not to obey. Perhaps it would interest you to learn that your old squire, Valar, did not spurn the honours as you did. Lord Tywin Lannister covered him in gold and knighted him to reward him for his exploits and his unfailing loyalty.
For his unspeakable brutality, you mean to say? I had the opportunity to behold his work again in the square. Such a wild beast should not be left to roam free, much less granted a command. It is an invitation to disaster.
Have a care, my friend. Sir Valar has become an important member of the court. He is a faithful supporter of Queen Cersei's, and he could cause you great harm if you were to make him an enemy. I strongly recommend that you avoid making such remarks in public.
Vale,
I watched him grow in both size and ferociousness. I know what he is capable of better than anyone. No need to worry, though. I won't go provoking him without cause.
What a relief. Now, I'm afraid that I must beg your leave. Please excuse me. I'm afraid that my little birds are always chirping and demanding my attention. Make the most of your stay with Chattia. I hope to see you again soon.
por aquí imagino que no hay nada nuevo para coger ni nada de eso. Vamos a ver qué me cuenta la mujer esta.
You are Felina, if I'm not mistaken. Shataya said that I might find you here.
You are not mistaken, my lord. How might I please you?
A one-on-one will be enough to satisfy me. Preferably far from prying ears.
My lord needs only close the door. At Shataya's the walls are thick and the beds are deep.
Slow down. I just want to speak with you.
Oh, in that case, it will be done according to my lord's pleasure.
I am Alistair, of House Sarwick. I imagine that means something to you.
Sarwick? By the maiden, you are from Gawain's family, are you not? Did he send you? How is he? When will he return?
Parece que le tiene mucho afecto a Gawain. No parece saber más que yo. Eso no me lo esperaba.
By Relor's flame. Why are you so concerned with my brother's fate?
My lord, I know the realities of my profession. Shataya treats us well, but in a few years I will be too old to draw men's eyes. And what awaits me then? Begging or walking the docks? I wish for Lord Gawain to take me into his service. Not to marry him. I'm not that naive. But he has always been attentive and charming. He will make a good master. He and I have talked about this.
I understand your worries, but all of this does not tell me where he is. You recently sent him a love letter. You seem to be aware of his movements.
Yes, my lord. Lord Gawain told me he was going to River Spring in order to visit his father. Lambert, his servant, would send me news. He told me that Lord Gawain planned to return to King's Landing shortly. So that he wouldn't forget to pay me a visit, I sent him a message.
He came here?
Yes, but my message was for naught. He came directly here soon after his arrival in town. He found out that the city watch was looking for him. It was I who washed the dust of travel from him. He did not even go to his home first.
Entonces, ¿a dónde ha ido?
At least he made it to King's Landing. I was beginning to wonder if he had disappeared along the way. Did he tell you what he planned to do next?
He was very nervous. He hardly spoke to me that night. I tried to ask him questions about the patricide rumors, but they only made him angry. The last thing he said was that he would go to the Red Keep, that the Crown would hear what he had to say, and that he had more than one card to play. He left at the first light of dawn. I have heard no news since, and the Gold Cloaks continue to search for him. Something must have gone wrong.
Indeed. It would appear that Gawain never returned to the Sarwick residence.
What do you plan to do, my lord? The city watchers searched for him in vain for days. Even Lord Varys does not know his whereabouts, and Lord Varys knows all.
Controlaré a Gawain, que tiene que ver Varys en todo esto.
You spoke of Gawain with the eunuch. Why? What did he want?
He asked me questions, my lord. Nearly the same ones you did. He said he wanted to help him.
Strange. Why would the Master of Whisperers want to help a fugitive escape the King's justice?
I don't know why, but Lord Varys has always been good to us here. He has given us many reasons to be thankful for his attention. As far as he knows, the City Watch never caught Lord Gawain. The Gold Cloaks have nothing to do with his disappearance.
Yes, I thought so. They came to search the Sarwick residence and are still looking for him. I will go to the Red Keep and see if I can find out more about him.
Wait. This cloak belongs to Lord Gawain. He forgot it. Take it, please.
By the fire! That's Sarwick Giltwaters. I remember seeing Father wear it on many a special occasion. Indeed, a cloak is more appropriate for a royal interview. I wasn't expecting to find it in this place.
Lord Gawain wore it when he would come to visit. Since he was a wanted man, he feared it would attract too much attention, so he preferred leaving it here. I am sure he would be happy to know that the cloak is in the hands of a kinsman.
This cloak is worth a fortune. How kind of you to return it to me.
You're making me blush. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable keeping this cloak in my residence. If the Gold Cloaks were to find it, I could get into trouble. Take it, please. It's yours. I pray to the maiden to help you in your search. Find Gawain, my lord. Bring him back safe and sound.
I would need more than the help of an imaginary goddess. But I appreciate the intention, as I'm sure my brother does as well. Farewell, Felina.
Vale, voy a la Fortaleza Roja para seguir los pasos de Gawain. Nada para coger por aquí, ¿no? Pues me piro. Tampoco hay nada. Hombre, qué bien.
There, that's him. Halt, sir. In the name of the crown, I arrest you.
What is it I stand accused of, officer?
You are accused of murder. Guards from the City Watch were killed in your home just today.
Solo me he defendido, no tienen pruebas. Puedo negarlo perfectamente. Pues no, no tienen pruebas.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I just arrived in King's Landing. Men died in my home? Do you have any leads?
You're quite confident, Sir Alistair, but your story isn't fooling anyone. Several witnesses saw you leave your home immediately after the incident.
The King's justice concerns everyone, my lord, even people of your standing. Give yourself up.
What will become of him?
He will be stripped of his weapons and brought to the dungeons of the Red Keep. If he's found guilty, tradition allows him to choose his own punishment. He will either be sent to the wall to take the black, or be beheaded.
Now that's an amusing notion.
And if you should be foolish enough to resist, my men are just outside, and they would eagerly welcome a chance to avenge their brothers in arms. A simple gesture from me, and this brothel will be left in ruins.
Sir Alistair, I pray, none of that here. Think of my girls.
Very well, officer. I'll follow you. Courage, Alistair, courage. A few days spent in the dungeons of the Red Keep won't be the death of me. They're bound to send me someone to speak with.